Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of The Buzz, where we recap all of TMZ's hottest stories from the week and we hear from you. We read all of your comments on all of our social media channels.
First up, it's been a big week for the Hilton family.
Oof, big week.
Yeah, Conrad Hilton, Paris's brother, was arrested for grand theft auto after allegedly stealing a Bentley and driving it to his ex-girlfriend's house. Here's a clip from his arrest video. Warning, there is some quite explicit language.
Very explicit.
Fucking racist! Fucking, hold up! Yeah, never seen a fucking, what do you think that is? Yes! Faggot!
Wow, that was an intense arrest video. There was like a lot of stuff being thrown around. There was a homophobic slur in there, I think a couple times.
Yeah.
It was intense. But he actually, later in the week, we got some more video of Conrad exploding again during his arraignment, and he really just doubles down on everything he just said.
Yeah, he uses another homophobic slur in this video, and you can't actually hear it in the video, but everyone in court was saying that this is what he said. Ashley Graves said, "That's what happens when you raise kids to be spoiled brats. No respect to anyone or anything, including the law." Well, I think this to me looks like a bigger issue. It kind of almost, it looks like there could be a medical issue. It's, you know, at hand here.
It does look like there may be some mental illness going on. I don't know. We're not doctors. I mean,
right,
we look smart enough to be doctors, but
right.
we're not.
Paris and Nikki seem, yeah, no, these come with a medical degree. But Paris and Nikki seem to be fine, well-adjusted. So
and they grew up with the same wealth.
And they grew up with the same wealth. So who knows?
Anyway. Stephanie Kinchin said he's at the prime age of mental illness onset. Yeah. Example, schizophrenia. He's acting like a classic case. Whether it's a spoiled bratty douchebag or not, it does look like he's mentally ill, and he's fortunate enough to have the funds and the family to afford help. Many do not and end up cracked down on the streets.
That is certainly true, right? At least he has the family and the money support to back him if that is the case. So Margaret Kilgore said, "You ought to know that his lawyer is Robert Shapiro, the same one that helped O.J. Simpson get out of jail free card, money talks, bullshit walks."
Wow.
Yes. And you see Robert Shapiro in that video. He's kind of actually like blocking Conrad from being in the camera. Yeah, because he knows as soon as he gets out of the way, Conrad starts winking, and it's,
Yeah, the wink was like, that's what Hannibal lectured him for me. That was like, whoa.
Also, Robert Shapiro looks nothing like John Travolta now. Nothing.
It's so true.
Nothing.
That movie, some of that casting, wow. Okay. Didi Eckstein, all these people insulting him because he's rich need to relax. This was disgusting to say, but it's a reminder that mental illness is very, very real.
Yes. All right, moving on to something equally as depressing. Scott Disick is drowning in alcohol.
Yeah.
Just drowning. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, our sources are saying that things are not going well for Scott right now. We're told he's been on a downward spiral since Courtney started dating this 23-year-old model, Jonas.
Dating.
Yeah, dating. Jonas Benjima. I just like saying his name.
Jonas. Anthony's got this story.
Hey guys, it's Anthony. So Scott Disick has been for the most part sober for a while. You'll recall, if you don't know the saga, Kourtney Kardashian, his baby mama, wanted him to be sober, healthy, clean, and she would consider getting back with him, which he was for the most part. However, recently Scott Disick has been hitting the bottle again. He's been drinking hard, he's been going to after parties, he's been hitting the LA scene, he went to the Peppermint Club, he went on Cinco de Mayo, he went to Tao, which is a new place in Hollywood. He's been partying. And so we found out that the reason he's doing this is because Kourtney Kardashian has a new guy. You'll remember he's a 23-year-old model that she's been hanging out with. Scott felt that, what was the point? Why am I doing all this stuff if Kourtney Kardashian now has a new boyfriend? I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go party, I'm gonna have fun since she's not gonna get back to me. He's been seen out with this new girl, Ella Ross. She is a model. Seems like it might be a response to Kourtney hanging out with this guy. But Scott's friends are a little concerned for him. They feel that he had been doing so well, now he's been drinking so much. They have mentioned to him that he needs to go to rehab. That they feel like this is the only way that Scott's gonna, get better. They've actually even asked Kourtney Kardashian to make a phone call to him. She's asked him, but at this point, he has not responded well. He still is out partying and drinking. Hopefully, with some time, Scott will get his stuff right and will clean up for himself.
Michael Johnson says, "I hope he gets the help he needs. His kid's gonna need him around." Yeah, I mean, we don't really know, right?
What's going on with him? Yeah, I mean, we don't know if this was Kourtney's doing, that she's forcing him into rehab, but he doesn't need it, or if he really does need it and he's in trouble. Like, we don't know the extent of it exactly, so who knows. Adela and Joe said, alcohol is nothing funny. Took me a couple of visits to the hospital, losing my job and almost losing my family.
Ooh, well, it sounds like Adela's better, so that's good.
Yeah, we're happy for you, Adela.
Yes. Jared Murphy said, I do feel for the guy. Yeah, he can be a real a-hole sometimes, but when he's sober, he's actually a good guy and good father. Yeah, that's generally the case, right? So
seems like it. I mean, we see him with the kids a little bit on the show and stuff. I mean,
right.
I always say these celebrities, like, you never know if they're, when we call them like a good dad, a bad dad, you don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. So,
that's true.
I don't know.
And you don't know what's going on with Courtney. Maybe she's just had enough and she wants to just bang this 23-year-old and have a fun life.
Yeah, works for me.
Works
for
me too. Have you seen this guy's abs? Hello, pan to his abs.
Paula Ayana said Courtney plays him like a puppet. He has nobody but her and their kids, so she does what she wants. But then when he tries to move on, the entire family comes down on him. No wonder he drinks. Poor Scott.
I don't know if I agree with that, Paula.
It's not really fair to blame Courtney.
Yeah, he's been filmed and photographed with all sorts of women at all different times. He brought women on a family vacation once, so, you know.
And we don't know what alcohol problems he had before, you know, they met, or genetically. I don't know. I don't know that you can say that.
Yeah. Jody Westfall Finnell said he needs to cut both cords, Courtney and alcohol. She's not a warm and loving person, even when he's sober. Let the boy toy have her clean up and start fresh. I think that's the best advice.
Yeah.
I think, Jody, I think everybody just should clean up, go to the gym, and move on with your lives.
Everyone go to your corners and be done.
And you can spend Christmas together.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, so this week we got a sneak peek at a pivotal scene in American Crime Story, Season 3.
It's going to be so good.
This is the one about the Versace murder.
Right.
Everybody probably watched the first one with the people versus O.J. Simpson. Well, the Versace one is with Ricky Martin and Darren Criss.
The
and
Glee
it looks
kid.
Really, really good.
It looks so good, and you wouldn't assume that, but Nikki has the story.
Hey guys, it's Nikki. So Ricky Martin, you know, not known for his acting at all, is now an actor in American Crime Story. This season is actually called Versace American Crime Story. It's about the horrific murder of Gianni Versace, and Ricky Martin plays his longtime lover, Antonio D'Amico, and the whole thing behind Versace's murder is that he got murdered right outside his door on his front steps by a serial killer. I'm so excited for this season 3 to come out because these photos look so cool. So Ricky Martin, you know, right after Versace died, Ricky Martin is leaning over him as his longtime lover, just like waiting for him to like, is he really dead? Is he really dead? He's very emotional. These photos, Ricky Martin, honestly, this could be Emmy worthy. Like, he looks so good. And Ricky Martin isn't just on a normal set. They're actually filming at the actual Versace mansion down in Miami, the actual crime scene where Gianni Versace was murdered. The actual footsteps is where they're sitting on, which I think is pretty cool. And honestly, Ricky Martin, I'm impressed with your acting.
Oh my God. These guys. Photos, this video, this is so amazing.
Good. Yeah, Laritzia Leon Elias said, Ricky is not known for his acting, yet he's been in soap operas and Broadway for years. That is true.
Yeah.
Although I think it's a little different when you're in a, what are those called?
Like a drama versus, well, I guess
what
a soap opera
Spanish soap operas called? Tell him.
No, he wasn't
when
in
you're
a
in the
telenovela.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
He was on General Hospital.
Oh,
unless it was
I thought he was in a
Hospital
telenovela.
General.
I thought he was in General. I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, maybe they dubbed it and it aired in Mexico.
But this is a very serious role, so it's
Yeah.
very different from She Bangs, She Bangs.
Exactly, or
Right?
banging people on a soap opera.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, way different. Aaron Boogie Pedro said, damn TMZ, I don't even have to wait for a show anymore with you posting all the main scenes. Anderson Cooper eye roll.
Well, excuse me, but this did happen 20 years ago. It's a real event, so there's not really any spoiler alerts here.
Wow. Well said. You take that, Aaron,
Yeah, Aaron.
Boogie Pedro.
Yeah, we all know what's going to happen. Tune into
And is that-
Titanic. It sinks. Kayla Riley, whoever is playing Versace looks just like him. It's true. It did look just
Good
like
emphasis.
him.
But it does look just like him.
It does.
Daniel Peru said Ricky Martin is a fox. I mean, yeah, even covered in blood.
He still looks good in those little white
hot.
shorts. I know.
Yeah.
He was my main crush in college.
Oh,
I had no
really?
idea. I had no idea.
Oh, that's really sad
I know.
for you.
Well, it was the day, the day he came out. I was sad. But happy for him, right?
Yeah,
Happy for him.
very
Just
happy
sad for me.
Yes. Erica Cardenas said, Ricky is a fantastic actor. I'm glad he's finally doing some acting again after so many years. This man can do the greatest stories in Hollywood with his very handsome self and all his artistic faces. He's fantastic.
Erica is #1 fan.
Yeah.
I think more than me in college. Erica, I've got some bad news for you.
Yeah, we'll email her later.
Okay, moving on. New week, which means there is a new fight on an airplane. This week, Spirit airline passengers got into a massive brawl after 11 flights were canceled.
Yeah, this wasn't actually actually on the plane. It was in the airport, but that actually made it worse because there were even more people involved.
Right. People are punching, and this is
well,
crazy.
They say that, like, what happened was the pilots went on strike, and so that's why all these flights had to be canceled, and then all these passengers are stranded there, and the cops try to break it up, but they get dragged into it, so it was kind of crazy.
Everyone needs to have 2 glasses of wine at the airport and breathe. That's it.
Yes.
Patricia Terrell-Williams said, I used to be afraid to fly for the usual reasons. Now I got to worry about UFC breaking out. It's true, because if you're stuck, this one didn't happen in the plane, but if you're in a plane and 2 people are punching each other in front of you, where do you go?
Well, also, where else do you take out your frustration about, like, Spirit Airlines not giving you free water?
True.
So,
that is
I mean,
true.
I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Chip King said, this is the type of consumer these cheap, no-frills discount airlines attract.
Ooh,
wow, blaming the
Chip.
customer.
Yeah.
Does Chip work for an airline?
Chip's over at Delta like, this is what's happening.
Exactly.
Jintar Burbalate. Jintar Burbalate said, so did the flights uncancel after this? I'm sure it was very effective.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah,
what did you
solid
accomplish?
point. Yeah.
What did you accomplish,
Nothing.
fighters?
Nothing. And in fact, half of you are probably, I think 3 people got arrested. Half of them are probably going to have to go to jail instead of then getting rebooked on another flight. So good luck getting to your wedding.
Yeah, good luck.
Jocelyn Sayahauser said, the world has gone mad. Terrible. No reason for this kind of odd behavior. No wonder our teachers are having issues with these kids in the classroom. They're just acting like their parents.
That's a good point.
Yes.
You have to lead by example, people. Lead by example.
Yes.
Sandy Schaefer-Williams said, we were just on a Spirit flight Sunday, and the pilot for our flight was on another plane, so we sat and waited and waited and waited. By the time we made it home, we could have drove the 10 hours. I feel their pain.
Well, maybe there'll be a big surge in, like, Amtrak or Greyhound after this, after all these fights. Who knows, you know? A good time to invest, you people out there, you know, Greyhound stock.
Greyhound's coming back,
hot
guys.
tip for you.
It's coming back. All right, well, this is really, we're going to end on this really fun story.
This is a breath of fresh air.
This is nice, because it's been a while since we checked in with, former President Barack Obama. He became a weekly staple here at The Buzz after vacationing in the Virgin Islands, water skiing with Richard Branson.
That was amazing.
And now this week, we've got photos of him doing a speech in Milan, and it's kind of a new look for him, button-down Obama. Check it out.
Obama Milanese.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece of meat on his chest.
Still looking hot.
I like it.
Danielle Vinzant said, I was so bothered by President Obama not being buttoned up today. LOL. Why is he in Italy looking like he just finished a GQ shoot? He was there to talk about climate change. LOL. This breakup is hard to watch. He all tanned and
yeah.
Yes, he is.
Oh, climate change. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? Global warming.
Hot. Oh, good thing we wore our lace-up shirts.
Woo, lace them down, ladies.
Lace them down.
Now lace them up because the climate's changing. Okay.
These are our new costumes, you guys, for The Buzz. We have a uniform now.
A very special episode of The Buzz today.
Yeah.
Cree Castleberry said, and he wears it well. Go Prez. Not many can rock this look with the swag. You just don't pick this up. You have to be born with this kind of swaggerness.
Yeah, that's a good word.
That's a new one for me.
Swaggerness.
Yeah. LOL Prez, you rock. Amen.
Yes. Carmen N. Alum said, get the cash, cash, cash.
Dollar
Bring
bills.
it back and donate some more to another worthy cause like you did last week. Do you, boo?
Aww.
People love Obama still.
They love him so much. I love, actually, that he said during this speech, he said, you voters, or he said people get the politicians that they deserve if they don't vote.
Ooh, that's true.
I don't know who that was a dig at, but
I wasn't paying attention to his words. I was paying attention to him. Hobble.
I was watching his lips speak. Okay. Pete Villarreal said, Obama looks like he went from Mr. President to Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I love that. That's my favorite comment of the week. I love that. Mr. Steal Your Girl.
He can steal me anytime.
Who? Pete or Obama?
Oh. Obama. I mean, maybe Pete.
Maybe
I don't
Pete.
know.
Send a picture in, Pete.
I don't have to be stolen from anyone. That's the secret. So.
She's easy. She
Wink,
just goes.
She
just goes.
I don't even know how to wink.
Just drive by and open your car door and she'll jump in. That's all we got for you guys this week on The Buzz. Make sure to follow all of our social media channels and comment, and maybe we will read your comments next week.
On The Buzz.
Buzz. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's right here. It's easy to click. Go ahead and press it. I know you want to.
And there's more episodes of the TMZ Buzz for you to watch.
Maybe you'll like one of them.
Or maybe you won't, but still click and watch them anyway.